Hi guys, so I'm gonna read Transformers number 4. So this is the last issue in the first storyline in the Transformers comic. But the Transformers more than meets the eye. The Autobots' last stand. So the cover, there's like Mirage and Optimus Prime shooting, but they miscolored his like face mask. They miscolored it blue. But it does look like, besides that though, it's a really cool cover though. 4 million years ago, they came from Cybertron, a world composed entirely of machinery, a world torn apart by an age-old war between the heroic Autobots and the evil Decepticons. These incredibly powerful living robots, capable of converting themselves into land and air vehicles, weapons, and other mechanical forms, continue their conflict here on Earth. They are the Transformers. Within Oregon's Mount St. Hilary, most of the Autobots are continuing in their efforts to repair their huge starship, the Ark, damaged upon its crash landing on Earth. The others have a more urgent concern: the apparent creation of a fuel conversion process for their enemies, the evil Decepticons, engineered by Sparkplug Witwicky, auto mechanic and father of their friend and ally Buster Witwicky. Dad, say it isn't so. Let me explain, son. For they know they should, the Decepticons, be able to change Earth's fossil fuels into a near limitless energy supply. The Autobots may be all that stands between the Decepticons and the world conquest. The last stand. So Jim Salicrup writer, Frank Springer pencils, Akin and Garvey inks, John Workman letters, Nel Yomtov colors, Bob Budiansky editor, Jim Shooter editor-in-chief. So that does it. Already on this mud-bob planet, Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Brawn, and Gears have been knocked out while protecting humans. And for what? So that a human could help the Decepticons destroy us all. Huffer's words hit hard. Even Ratchet pauses to reflect as he labors to repair the fallen gears. Even I find it difficult to be my usual cheerful self when my friends are being blown apart all around me. Are you calling me a traitor? Why, when I was fighting back in Korea, I'll show you how we deal with traitors. Stop! You forget how frail the humans are. The Decepticons abducted him. He could not help but cooperate. So that was last issue, Bob. Have your logic circuits decayed with age, Ironhide? Do you defend him? Listen, young one. You know as well as I do that the Decepticons are capable of getting what they want by any means, including torture. So what? This is war. There's too many loose screws around here. Come on, let's get out while we still can. I never seen the Autobots act like this before. Huffer is right, Optimus. The humans have just as much to lose as we do.
Yes, Blue Streak, but we brought this war here. It is our responsibility, not theirs.
Though you are the leader of the Autobots, I must disagree. The humans must pay for their treason. I say let's fix the Ark and let's leave this horrible planet. Let the Decepticons rule this weak-willed race of traitors.
Enough. The debate further is not only useless but dangerous. We cannot afford to waste any more time, while the Decepticons undoubtedly are preparing a final assault against us. It matters not how the Autobots got their fuel, or the Decepticons got their fuel, but how fast we can make our own.
Great, Optimus is right. If Huffer had harmed the human, all would be lost. The Decepticons are at full power now, while our fuel levels are frighteningly low. If you stop babbling for a moment, Mirage, you discover that your heroic humans are making a run for it. Never fear, Jazz will make sure they won't get far. We're almost there. What the? A wall of fire from Jazz's flamethrower blocks the human's path. The pain! Dad! What is it? What's wrong? Meanwhile, the world still wonders who and what were those strange beings in Oregon. Obviously, there's more than meets the eye. The army still has their bizarre base surrounded, but everything is quiet now. The robots are inside. But for how long will peace be maintained? These and many other questions are on tonight's topic on Nightline. Why haven't they said anything about my best friend Buster and his dad? Doesn't Ted Koppel know that Sparkplug was kidnapped by the evil Autobots? Huh?
Greetings, Earthling. Take me to your leader.
Yow! Calm down, son. It's me, your old man. Oh, I get it. This is a joke. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. What's eating you, oh? This robot stuff is great for business. The place is packed with reporters and worried townsfolk. With this costume, I might wind up in a magazine. That's great. If they start shooting nukes at us, you'll really clean up, huh? I want no part of this. Well, how do you like that? That's the problem with kids today. No gratitude. He's nuts. That's the Roland's car. What's going on? We're leaving town, oh. You and your dad should do the same if you have any sense. Meanwhile, at a ballet class by Buster's girlfriend, Jessie. What is it? Looks like the Rolands are leaving town. They packed everything, including the kitchen sink. I really can't believe anyone would take this robot business seriously. There's no escape from this madness. I thought coming here would take my mind off Buster for a little while at least, but knowing that he's risking his life to save his father is eating me up inside. Guess I was only fooling myself. I can't stop wondering if I'll ever see Buster again. Well, back at the Ark.
Is your father still functioning?
My father's not a machine. He's flesh and blood. And if we don't get him to a hospital fast, he'll die. Perhaps I can help.
After all, Ratchet is an Autobot above all, but thanks to the Ark, I am also an ambulance. I hope your father can be repaired.
As Buster drives Ratchet.
Just point me to the right direction and I'll go as fast as I can.
I pray we can make it in time. Sparkplug Witwicky remains semi-conscious. Hang in there, Dad. His mind is filled with memories of other times. And other places such as Korea in 1952. I envy you, Sparky. I'll give anything to get a little sleep. But if you and this truck aren't delivered to the 4067th MASH unit in time, my goose will be cooked. This is all your fault, old friend. If you weren't such a hotshot mechanic, they wouldn't need you to repair their ambulances. Kaboom! Our mine killed one of the American soldiers. You are our prisoner. So translated from Korean, Bob. I suppose I'm lucky they find me useful. Who knows what they'll do to me otherwise. They're watching my every move. Somehow I gotta get out of here. As Sparkplug continues to dream. What? Is that one of our ambulances? Thanks, Ratchet, we made it. My dad's real sick, you gotta help him. Within seconds, Sparkplug is emitted. Looks like a heart attack. Have Dr. Garrett meet us at the OR. After answering what seems like a billion questions. Just one last question. Where did you get that ambulance? My dad's an auto mechanic. It was in the lot. And so, there's nothing more I can do now. Or is there? Meanwhile, all's quiet on the Decepticon front. Until, looks alive, 'cause we're here to go again. From the fortress emerges the Decepticon leader, Megatron, refueled and at full power.
Go ahead, little ones. Do your worst.
Fire! Let him have it!
Bam, kabam, bram, kapow, Buddha, Buddha.
That's it. Don't spare the artillery. The army hits Megatron with everything short of nuclear missiles. The barrage lasts 15 minutes, and when it's over and the smoke finally clears, Megatron is still standing.
Ha!
So what do we do now? We call the president. Inside.
What is the damage?
The Autobots have knocked out Frenzy, Rumble, Skywarp, and Soundwave. Skywarp requires the most extensive reconstruction, Great Megatron. Or is that Starscream talking? I don't know. He doesn't have wings. I'm not sure.
It is most unfortunate that Megatron allowed the human to return to the Autobots. Even now our enemies may be refueling.
returning to full fighting strength. Perhaps another judgment is called, for at this time...
Starscream, I'm afraid I've heard enough. Let those who defy Megatron taste the power of my fusion cannon. Add Starscream to the damage report. Blam. Despite his treasonous tone, Starscream had a point. Ravage, go to the Ark and report back to me on the Autobots' progress. As you command.
Meanwhile,
after all our struggle on this world, our situation is worse than ever.
Perhaps not, Optimus. What is it, Huffer?
Or what is it, Huffer?
Something Ratchet has tried to tell you earlier. He found something in the Ark's memory banks. Something had happened shortly after we crashed on this planet 4 million years ago.
And how does this concern us now?
Even though we're aboard the Ark, all aboard the Ark were inactive, the Ark's defense systems were still functioning, and they detected another cybertronic life on this tiny planet. There, on the ice-covered land mass Earthlings call Antarctica. The Ark immediately dispatched a drone to investigate. Its only mission to seek out the Cybertronian life form, and to determine if it posed a threat to the Ark. In a volcano-ringed valley inhabited by the weird, alien creatures, some even larger than ourselves, the drone found its answer. The Cybertronic life form was none other than the Decepticon known as Shockwave. So long-time Marvel readers will recognize this as the Savage Land, prehistoric domain of the present-day Khazar. So again, it's another tie-in to Marvel, or the Marvel Universe. I need not tell you that Shockwave's power is second only to Megatron's. His total command of the electromagnetic spectrum allowed Shockwave to coldly examine with super powerful X-rays this planet's life forms. The drone recognized Shockwave as a threat and alerted the Ark. It also relayed information on what it perceived to be Earth's dominant mechanical life forms, dinosaurs. To protect itself, the Ark adapted 5 Autobots so they could disguise themselves as per its programming. As these life forms, the results were the Dinobots: Snarl, Grimlock, Swoop, Sludge, and Slag. Slag's name in real life it got changed because apparently in Britain it's a curse word, Slag. But the Dinobots used the shuttlecraft to fly to this strange island to confront and destroy Shockwave. At this point, Shockwave detected the drone that was monitoring him and jammed its signal with his powerful radio waves.
So the question is, what happened to Shockwave and the Dinobots 4 million years ago?
Ratchet has dispatched a probe to investigate, Great Optimus.
Fine, it matters little now. Without new fuel, all we can do is prepare for our last stand against the Decepticons. Somehow we must find a way to overcome, for our sake, and for the sake of this planet.
Unseen by all, Ravage lurks in the shadows, where he calls in his reports to Megatron.
The time to strike is now. The human failed to provide the Autobots with fuel. At last the Autobots are at our mercy.
And at the Decepticon stronghold,
at last victory is within my grasp. Soon that self-righteous Autobot will be nothing but scrap. He's had this coming for centuries. He will learn that no one can defy Megatron. Isn't that right, Starscream?
Yes, great Megatron. Meanwhile, all but Ratchet and the disabled Autobots stand within the Ark's tubes of transference.
So let the process begin.
As the Ark's computer takes over, as thousands of cables, wires, and tubes attach themselves to the Autobots.
This may be my last gambit against the Decepticons.
Suddenly the air becomes alive with the sound and fury of raw power. The transference process begins. The tubes of transference drain what little fuel remains in one group of Autobots to re-energize. Optimus Prime, Huffer, Ironhide, Bluestreak, and Mirage. Soon it is all over, and 5 Autobots stand ready for battle.
Come on, Decepticons, do your worst. We're ready for you.
Let me at Megatron.
The process worked. Now it's up to us to stop the Decepticons.
Despite their bold words, each Autobot privately ponders the chance he really has against the dread Decepticons. Dacoom. They shall all soon learn the answer. We're under attack.
That was Megatron's way of letting us know he has come.
As much as I... Sorry about that. So, as much as I would enjoy ripping you limb from limb, I'm giving you a chance to surrender, Optimus. What are we waiting for? Let's get him.
No, that's exactly what he wants. So he can pick us off easily. Let him come to us.
Minutes pass until... You are right. Here they come. Blam. What? Is this some kind of trick? You guessed it, Laserbeak. Mirage isn't always where he seems to be. That's why I'm called Mirage. And right now I wish I wasn't a threat at all. Or wait, did he say... or here at all? Okay. Mirage retreats back into the Ark, only to be confronted by Ravage.
Roar!
Not you again. Ravage and Mirage first clashed in issue number 2. Bob.
Yes, me. And this time I'll finish the job I started.
This is insane. We're both from Cybertron. Why must we fight? His attack caught me off guard. I dropped my rifle.
I'm not here to debate, but to bite. Roar!
Snap. I forgot how crazy these Decepts can be. Roar. Then chew on this. Tell me how my armor-piercing liquid-fueled dart tastes like. Zzz. Roar. No answer, eh? After that meal, you deserved a catnap. I'm going outside where I belong, fighting alongside my brothers. I finally realized that is the only way I'll ever see Cybertron again. While within the Ark, a signal is picked up from the probe. Half a world away, it is located a centuries-lost being from Cybertron beneath tons of iron ore. Woom. That probe signals the Ark that it will begin excavation procedures, but its initial digging stirs more than the rocks. Beep, beep, beep. Crunch. Unfortunately, the Autobots are too busy to notice. Oh, it says, suddenly its signal stops, and then unfortunately, the Autobots are too busy to notice. Boom! The Decepticons are coming in! Thundercracker's sonic boom is bringing the mountain down around us. The better buzzsaw to blast you to bits. Zrat.
Find cover, Autobots! I'll keep these birds busy.
Boom! You missed us, Optimus. Could the mighty Autobot warrior be getting old and slow, Thundercracker? It appears that way, doesn't it? One after another, the Decepticons enter Mount St. Hilary, pushing the attack.
I'm coming for you, Optimus. Our war is nearly ended. Too many of my men stand between me and Optimus. My fusion cannon would destroy them all as well.
Bah. Wait, is Megatron saying? I think he is. Bah, small price to pay to rid myself of my constant foe. Oh,
bah, small price to pay to rid myself for my constant foe forever.
But before Megatron can fire, I fired both my my rockets at Megatron, and he's still standing.
Hey, what's this? Are you trying to get my attention, little one?
Boom, boom. Optimus's power is unbelievable. He snatched me while I was in flight. Must change to my warrior mode.
Going somewhere, Starscream? Huffer, Blue Streak's in trouble with Megatron.
I'm on my way. While still at the hospital, still no word on the human's condition. Have they gone? They've forgotten that I'm here? This is the only ambulance available, and we need it. What? Did you hear that squeak? We'll get it fixed after we bring back that human heart attack victim. These men seem to mean well. I'll just keep quiet and help them. After all, it's the least I can do as a doctor, even as an Earthling is my patient, and it's better than waiting. The Sparkplug Wiki is placed into a post-op. His thoughts continue to drift back to a time 30 years ago. There, I patched up your stinking trucks. Have a good trip. This, yeah, that's a racial, yeah, I don't want to say that. Maybe they're prisoner, but I'm still not out of the fight. He remembers his rescue. Boy, are we glad to see your ugly mugs. And he smiles when he thinks of the fate he imagined the Korean trucks had met as a result of his tampering with their fuel and brake lines. Meanwhile,
we've just about used up what fuel we gained, and the Decepticons seem stronger than ever. Stand fast. They're coming through.
I barely managed to save Blue Streak. He's scared bad. This isn't going to go well at all.
Prepare to be destroyed. You're mine, Optimus.
Boom. Zzz. Keep fighting, Blue Streak. Keep fighting. Huffer, are you all right? Zrat. Boom.
Let's see exactly how tough your Ironhide is, Ironhide.
Boom, boom.
They got me pinned down.
Like a surgeon's scalpel, Buzzsaw's beak slices through Mirage's armor.
Your men are falling all around you. You shall join them. Good idea, Megatron.
What? He ducked! So powerful is the force of Megatron's swing that it carries him over 200 yards. Despite hopeless odds, Optimus battles on.
Get up, Ironhide. I'll handle Ravage. Roar!
Optimus, look out behind you! Zoom!
At last it's over, and Megatron stands supreme.
But suddenly,
the pain!
Roar! Can't stand it. Pain too intense. I'm burning up inside.
This can't be happening. I won. I won't be cheated.
While, Jesse, I'm glad all you made it. Dad's gonna be alright. There's more than I can say for the Decepticons when Dad's corrosive fuel kicks in. But I'm happy to see your father as well. And he says before that, I don't know what you're talking about. What happened?
We won. We must have underestimated the human's resourcefulness. Somehow he created a fuel that was able to eventually destroy the Decepticons from the inside. We and all who live on this world owe a debt to Sparkplug Wiki.
So, I'll tell you guys a fact. So, this panel where the Decepticons are defeated from the fuel, this was the original ending to this comic. Because, like it says on the cover, it's a 4-issue limited series. That's what it says. But because Transformers became so popular, they continued it for another 90 or 80 issues. So yeah, so this would have been the original ending. I think in the original one, Optimus had his other arm. But yeah, and there's no Shockwave. There's no sex sections with Shockwave or the Dinobots, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so kabloom! And that's why I love Shockwave. He's my favorite Decepticon, Shockwave is. Because how he's so badass in these Marvel comics. Shockwave's really badass. Above the fallen Autobots and Decepticons, a huge 35-foot long ray gun hovers and transforms into Shockwave.
After 4 million Earth years, I have accomplished my mission. The Autobots are no more.
Not the end. So yeah, it's the end of that comic, or this issue. But, yeah, so Transformers, obviously, after this 4-issue miniseries, it gets, a bunch of more of the Marvel comics. There's sequel comics to those Marvel comics. I hope one day I'll read those. It's going to take me a while to read everything, of course. It's going to take me a very long time. It might take me 50 to 60 years, honestly. I might actually die before, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.